Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here. And if you kind of noticed by the title, I'm sure you're thinking he must have another Ganzo. But what if he doesn't? What if he's just tricking us? Well, I'm not. Got another Ganzo. Ladies and gentlemen, I am completely addicted to these things. They are phenomenal. And this is the Ganzo741. And stick around and you will find out why I love these so much. Alright, so let's get started. Let's get the specs out of the way. First, you have a 3.5-inch blade made out of 440C, as you will see here. There's your model number, the 741. Rockwell hardness of 58 to 60. Overall length of 8 inches. Pocket clip is only two-way, left and right, tip up only. As you can see, the axis lock, open pillar construction, which I love because these are just always easier to clean. But as you can tell, no milling of the liners, just like any of the other Ganzos I've had. The weight on it, they say 6.4 inches, but I don't know. I'm not convinced of that. It does feel lighter to me than that. It does compared to a lot of the other knives that I have. And all of them are about the same weight, but if I can find a scale. I don't have one. I really plan on getting one at some point. I keep saying that, and I don't. I'm sorry. I'm going to eventually. But we might have a food scale. I can give that a shot. Alright, so blade shape is awesome. Fit in the hand, as you can see. Perfect. This is kind of modeled after... actually, when I saw it, I knew I'd seen it somewhere, but I couldn't figure out where. So I actually sent a message to We All Juggle Knives, and once he pointed it out, that this looks just like the DPX Hest, I was like, bingo. That's exactly what it looks like. You do have some jimping here. I mean, that's for looks. It's too rounded to do anything. But let me tell you what. This thing has performed outstanding. Does come with a lanyard and whistle. Does it work? I would say that it does. Drives Tactical Pup crazy. But that's okay. Now, I will say about this one over the other ones that I've had. The lockup, or the axis lock here, was way stiffer than any one that I've had. But only about 2 days of doing this, well, more flicking it, you know, I was just going crazy with it. I mean, it was really, really stiff for the first 2 days, but I started using it and just pulling down on this axis lock to loosen up that spring a lot. And now, as you can see, flies open quickly and shuts with just a tiny flick of the wrist. Now, one thing I will say about the spine, this one will barely strike a ferro rod. I had some other ones that got the job done. They weren't awesome, but they got the job done. This one, it's a lot more rounded. Even here, there's like a little lump you can feel, maybe even see how it's risen. So it's a little more rounded. Can get the job done. A lot of effort. I mean, you really a lot of force to get a ferro rod to strike, but I mean, it kind of can get it done. Now, pocket clips, just like all the others, works really well. Never had an issue with it thrashing my pockets. The texture on here is fine. Just like the 735 had the most texture, this one is fine. But, I mean, traction-wise, it works perfect. I have no issues with the traction on it. Edge retention has been really good. Just a few days ago, if you follow us on Instagram, please follow us on Instagram. If you don't, you'll get a lot more of what we do day to day, and even, you know, let you know when videos are coming out and stuff like that. But I had 2 boxes that literally came up to here to me. We bought a vanity for baby Glock for her birthday, and The first one we got was damaged, so we got a second one, but we still had the two boxes. And so I cut boxes that were up here to me, and I'm 5'9", and a little bit wider than me, and I cut them up into pieces about this big. So, ton of cardboard cutting that day. Still pulled out a stick and made some really good feather sticks out of it. So I'll tell you, edge retention, almost just from that alone, has been magnificent. I mean, the thumb studs, just like all the other ones, work really well, not uncomfortable in any way. The bushings, just like most of the Ganzos, I have one that has 2 bronze bushings. I'm pretty sure that was a mistake, because every other one that I've had, you have 1 bronze and then 1 like Teflon or nylon bushing. But the pillars on it, I mean, they're just cool looking, just like all the others. Like I said, easy to clean. I really wish they would mill out the liners, but at the price point you're getting it for, I mean, I guess there's really not any need, or you definitely wouldn't get it at that price point for that kind of work. I got this one on Amazon. I'm going to say $13. Almost every one that I've bought has been $13. Either it's from GearBest or from Amazon. Sorry, I'm checking out Technical Pup. He sees something, and I got a lot of rabbits around here, so he keeps liking to go after them. But I'm telling you guys, one of the things that I love about Ganzo, I know some people hate it, and some people are going to throw a fit, and I'm going to get into this in another video. Maybe a little surprise for you. But they're just like, well, you know, Ganzo just copies other companies, and that's not right. Well, most knife companies copy other people in some way, shape, or form, right? Because not every blade shape is original. Not every handle shape is original. But the good thing, in my opinion, about this is that it lets you know what a higher end knife is like as far as feel, somewhat of performance, right? I mean, if you've got a DPX, you're going to get a much higher quality or premium blade steel, which will hold the edge a whole lot longer. But depending on the type of steel you get, sometimes on those super steels, they may be really hard to resharpen. 440C, easy to resharpen. But this kind, the way they've heat treated it, I mean, it actually really holds a really good edge. So, can you tell if I recommend this or not? Of course I recommend this, because it's awesome. What I paid was $13. A little over a month ago is when I got it. So I'll check again. Some of the sites sell out fairly quickly. I know when I did the 735, it was literally seemed like a couple of days after I posted the link that it was sold out. I would like to think that it was because of me. I'm pretty sure it wasn't because of me. But hey, if you want to make me feel better and put in the description that it was because of me, I'm cool with that. Alright guys, blade centering, really good. Like I said, the only issue I had with this one was the axis lock was really stiff. But it literally only took about 2 days. But like I said, when I have a knife, I'm doing this whole way to work, whole way home, watching TV at night. So I'm breaking it in pretty quickly. If you get one, and I highly recommend that you do, if the lock is really stiff, don't be discouraged. It's going to loosen up, but just do this for a couple of days, right? Actually, you'll probably have to do this first. But guess what? This is what you get. This is pretty awesome performance, and I like it. So in the meantime, guys, be prepared, have fun, buy Ganzo.